What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Grand Scheme. This is Gran here, smoking it down live on this Thursday afternoon. Hope you guys are all doing well today. D-Money Squad first in the chat. Welcome to you. Ryan, Kim, James. Hey, Chappie, what's up, man? Out of work today? Or got a break this afternoon? Amino89, how's everything going? Pretty good, pretty good. It's been a busy week. Got some time to set aside this afternoon to pop some crystals open, and just so happened to discover that we have the 5.3 announcement dropped this afternoon too, just a few minutes ago. Terrell Brown, what's up, man? Good to see you. Keeping an eye on my video quality here. Tried to switch some settings around to make this a little bit smoother. We'll see what happens. May have to fidget with it a little bit this afternoon. Lionel Hutz in the chat. Pitar Atanasov, I think that's how you say that. 5.3 indeed. I haven't even read it yet. Micah Johnson, what's up, man? Jimmy Anderson, thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. I think this is the most 5-star shards I've ever had at one time. Something like 17,000. I even considered popping a feature crystal today, but I'm gonna pass. Gonna pass on it. Ufuk Pisarici, what's up, man? Good to see you. I've been in the hospital for the last couple. Hope you're okay, Chappie. Hope there's nothing serious going on. Guess it must be a little bit serious if you're in the hospital. But just let me know how the stream looks. If there's too much lag or anything like that, I may need to go back and switch some settings. It does look like it's lagging on my end. Gonna go for Kingpin. Are you gonna saving up for him still, or do you have the shards to take care of that now? Alright, I'm going to reset OBS here just for a second and switch one setting and see if this helps any. Hang on just a second. Alright, we should be back, and hopefully that'll smoothen things out a little bit. Daniel Decker, welcome to the stream. Going for 4-star in arena. Okay, gotcha. Thought about it, but once again, not going to have a lot of time. Not really okay, but getting a little better. Well, man, I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers this week. Hope that they get stuff figured out there. Alright, so got some PHCs I'm going to pop open. Not a whole lot. 3-star. We may get to a 4-star today. Got a few of the Grandmasters and one feature crystal. And then the highlight's going to be that 5-star. See what happens. Music is really loud. Sorry, I probably just blew your ears out there for a second. Is that any better? I just turned that down a bit. Hopefully that's better. Just live streamed 3 5 stars. With the UG at the beginning there, that means they must not have been too good. Who'd you pull? Quick shot. How can you get $21.99 5-star shards? Well, completely explore master and heroic. I think that's what is that? 2,600 or something like that. If 4 stars are becoming the new 3 stars, why don't they make 4-star awakening gems more available? They may. That's a good thought, though. I wonder if they're going to start putting those in, like, the solo events. If they're going to start enriching the pot there for the solo events. John Wesley Thomas, what's up, man? Good to see you. Spoilers. Okay, no spoilers. Everybody go watch Quick Shot's video. Opening 3 5 stars. Spoilers, but you're going to go ahead and list them anyway. Hey, at least you got 6-star shards, right? Never bait Hyperion specials. I usually don't have a problem with it. He seems to be more than willing to throw his L1. Not anticipating a whole lot out of these PHCs, but you never know. I've had some insane luck from them the last couple weeks. Mutabat, what's up, my friend? How are you today? Anybody get anything good out of the Grandmaster crystals yet? I've seen people posting pictures of 5 stars coming out of them, 4s and 5s. But my luck, I'll probably be getting 3 stars. But with those, I wonder... Hey, there's enough for the 4-star. I wonder if that means more chance to awaken my 5-star Star-Lord. Would it be cool if I pulled him out of a Grandmaster crystal? You open a Kingpin. I'm going to open one feature Hot Temper crystal, see what happens. I usually do 2, but I bought 2 of the Grandmaster crystals instead of a second one of the featured. So I'm not going to mess with any more of those. I've spent way too many. I mean, like, just the other day I spent 600 more units. I knew I shouldn't have, but I spent 600 units on, because they had 2 crystals running. One of them had Doc Ock and one of them had Yondu, and I've got both of those at rank 5 unawakened, and I don't know how many crystals I've opened to try to awaken Yondu, but it has been way too many. Way too many. 440 dupes are sometimes better than 5-star unduped. That's why you don't want to make it. Okay. Ooh, nice. 1800 tier 2 alpha catalyst out of a daily. I will take that. Open 1 got a 4-star Falcon. That would be cool for me. I don't have Falcon yet, so I would take that. I would take that. King Josiah, what's up, man? How have you been? Man, I've missed you guys. Haven't been on in 5 or 6 days, I think. Something like that. It's been a crazy busy week. Alright, where should we start here? Let's do... let's do the Kingpin crystal first. Have to go. Cheers, Grant. Hey, no problem. Thanks for stopping in, Micah. Have a great afternoon, man. Ishan, what's up, boss? 3-star Doc Ock. Okay. Just used an awakening gem on him, but that's okay. Better than a 2-star, so we'll take it. Surprised they still throw that offer up there for the 4-star crystal. 2,500 units for 4-star crystal now. Alright, Grandmaster crystals. Let's see what happens. I see some 5-stars in there. 5-star Star-Lord. How awesome would that be? Or a 3-star She-Hulk. About the worst you can get. That definitely wasn't worth 200 units. Yeah, well, that was a bomb on those. I don't think I'll buy too many of those things, but I had to try it at least once. At least one time. Just read the forums about 5.3. We know insane boss like the collector, according to Bam. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up and read through that here in a minute. I haven't even looked at it yet, but I've got it queued up and ready to go. So, my girl, Mutamat, you a She-Hulk fan? Dormammu would be cool here since I did not have time to grind for him. Got to awaken my Dormammu. I'll take that. Puts her at 49. Not bad. Not a bad pull. Alright, 5-star time. Alright, so for those of you who have been around, you're familiar with my 5-star luck. The last 5 stars I have pulled in reverse order have been Colossus, Groot, well, maybe not in this order, but Colossus, Groot, Spider-Gwen, and Loki. So I'm about due for a good 5-star opening. I'm not going to do the feature. Just going to do the regular one. We'll have another one to open here in a couple of days, but it's got to be a good one this time. We can't afford another bad 5-star pull. Lockjaw is too cute in the game. Haiku, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I wish Lockjaw was playable. That would be pretty sweet. Gonna post a video talking about 5.3. All right, I'm gonna pull it up here in a minute. Legacy, we'll talk about it. Rank 5 She-Hulk, take her to AQ for poison. If I pull a Groot Legacy, I'm unsubbing from your channel and blocking you from the chat. Have you heard what happened to Eevee? I have, yeah. Well, it could be worse. It could be worse. But, yeah. At least we got some 6-star shards out of it, right? Right? 6-star shards? 6-star shard hype. Yeah, not too excited about that, but not severely disappointed like I have been on the others. But here in a couple of days, we'll have another 5-star. Try again to be disappointed. So, anyway, nothing too crazy today. Gonna have a whole lot of skill ISO in the stash to rank up a Kingpin if I get him, right? Alright, so that's the crystal opening. Thanks, guys, for watching that. Let me pull up the... let me pull up 5.3, because I have not read this yet. Oh, what are we doing here? That's not the right screen. There we go. What's good, Killa? Good to see you, man. If Long John is playable, it would be horrifying to see him dying at the end of the battle. Yeah, not Groot at least. Har8, what's up, man? Not bad. Who's Evie? What happened to her? Evie's cliche as a guy. He is a YouTuber, lives in the Houston area, and he lost just about everything. I guess he lost everything with the floods and the hurricanes. So if one of you mods has a link to his GoFundMe, I think it's GoFundMe page, you can post that in the chat. If you guys have the ability or have the heart to donate and help him out, he is raising some funds there. So, all right. So 5.3, I have not read this at all yet, so I'm interested to see what your thoughts are. It says, with the collector out of the picture, the Grandmaster has seized control of the contest and has concocted his first game. But beware the Grandmaster's treachery. This chapter of Act 5 has some surprises in store that will require you to play in a way you've never played before. Grandmaster's first test is for you to merely a taste of things. He's resorted to a grand game. Oops, typo. The grand game to organize it, suppressing all but one class of champions in each area of his new gauntlet. Suppressing all but one class? So does that mean you have to use a particular class for each map? September 6th. When is September 6th? That is next Wednesday. How long does a quest run? Forever. How hard is a chapter? PI ranges between 17,000 and 21,000. But as we know, the PI doesn't really matter a whole lot. What matters is the node buffs and the abilities. So that doesn't really answer that question. Tune this chapter to have relatively flat PI values across all 6 quests, which we did for a reason. So the main reason is that we have 6 new global buffs activated in each quest. Each of these buffs severely limits the damage output of all classes except one. You can read more on each of the buffs and others below, but we opted to keep PI flat across the quests, so we weren't making one quest harder than another from a tuning perspective, when it will already present an interesting challenge based on the classes of champions in your roster. Act 5, Chapter 3 will contain gates and keys. Surprise, surprise. So that's reminiscent of Rocket's Scrapyard. Some paths, but not all of them, will be blocked by gates that require class keys to pass. 6 types of key, one for each class. There are also different keys in each quest on the map, as well as one key for each class as a reward for first-time completion in each quest. This means in order to master Chapter 3, you'll need to hop around these quests to collect the needed keys. Interesting. What's up, D King and Bill? Where's the stash? Yeah, it's gone. It was time to shave, man. Donnie D, thanks for the sub. So it sounds like you're not just going to be able to hop in there and hit replay over and over and over again to master. Changes to the gates and on-map items work to help enhance your experience. Class keys will be permanent items. Once collected, permanent items will never respawn in a quest. Change the way spending resources when passing through gates works. Previously, when you spent a resource to pass through a gate and quit the quest without finishing, those resources were lost forever. From now on, any spent items or resources from gates will be refunded to you if you quit. Suppose that can be helpful in situations where the game crashes, or you have to jump off the game for some unforeseen reason. One class for each chapter. Well, it sounds like Har8 that there will be... I mean, we saw gates in Act 4, right? Dadboy55, thanks for the sub. We saw gates in Act 4, so for example, the Luke Cage level, there was a Spider-Man path. You had to have Spider-Man to get through that gate. It sounds to me like they're going to have different paths on the map that have a class-type gate that you... it's hard to know if this is correct or not, but since it says they severely suppress or reduce the damage output of other classes, it sounds like you can take other classes through the gate and you can fight with other classes, but you won't be able to do the damage that you need to do to beat the opponent. Maybe you have to have a skill to get through a skill gate, but you can take others with you and fight with other classes, but ideally you're going to want to have like 5 skill champions on your team to get through the gate and to be able to use throughout all the fights on that particular path. A lot of this is going to be conjecture until we see it, of course. It's going to be dropping about the same time as Alliance War too. Man, there's going to be a lot of stuff to try to iron out with these new maps for Alliance War and 5.3. Frost and Hector in the chat, are you going to sign for that content program? Yeah, I submitted a thing for it, just see what they say. See, we've also made small UI improvement to show more than one available resource for gates in any given quest. Now the bar at the top that shows how many of a needed resource you have will display as many as are required for a quest, i.e. if a quest has 10 gates, each with different resources needed to pass through, the bar at the top of the screen will become scrollable to show how many of each of those resources you own. So multiple different gates on a map, each gate requiring different resources to open, and likely more than one kind of resource to open each gate. And the rate at which you can collect those different resources is going to be different, so you're going to have to do a quest to go get resources elsewhere, maybe on other quests, come back to a quest to open a gate. That's the way I'm reading that. And lastly, items and chests on the quest board can now be tapped to view their names and descriptions. This means you can see what an item is before committing to a specific path. This applies to more than just keys too, so any item can be tapped to see its description from now on. So to recap, Chapter 3 has gates that require class keys. Each quest has some non-blocked paths and some key class keys to collect both on the map and as a reward for first-time completion. Class keys are permanent items that can only be collected once. Collecting a key then quitting the quest before completion will not result in you acquiring the item. When re-entering the quest, the key in question reappears on the same node. Quitting quests before completing them now refunds all resources spent on gates. You can tap on items that appear in quest to see the name and description. Okay. Killa, they announced in the forums yesterday a content creators program where you can apply, and if you're approved, then occasionally they'll give you early access to content in the game, similar to what they did with Howard the Duck, with Dave and Brian. How do you submit? You have to message Adora. You look like that guy says, Houston, we have a problem, but hey, everybody. What's up, Deadpool? Okay, so, again, trying to put these pieces together, it sounds like you're going to have to acquire keys or items on the map to open gates elsewhere on the map. Is that how you guys read that? And then if they're making it so that you can see what resources, what you can, let's see, you can tap on items that appear in quest to see their name and description. That way you don't go down a path, you don't need that item collected to open a gate elsewhere, so you don't go down that path. Or maybe if it is something that you need, you choose to go down that path. Alright, is there some insane boss like the Collector? No. Obviously the bosses in Chapter 3 are hard. They're supposed to be, as you know, not just another fight. They're going to be hard, but they're not going to be insanely hard like the Collector. I'm not sure that that's comforting or not. What do you guys think about that? I mean, especially you're going to be fighting the Grandmaster, right? I mean, according to the silhouette on the game, he looks like the Grandmaster. Let me pull that back up. Alright, so 5.3 coming soon is the Grandmaster on the silhouette. So they're saying that Grandmaster is going to be easier than the Collector. Open another feature 5-star and got Loki. Don't know how I should feel about that. For 15,000 shards, you should feel pretty lousy about that, John Doe. Sorry, man. Phil Ivy opened 2 features and got Groot and Rogue. Congrats on the Rogue. I feel your pain on the Groot. The grand scheme, what is different? Hey, what's up, Ozzy? Just looking through the 5.3 stuff, trying to make sense of it. Sounds a lot like Rocket's workshop kind of quest with the gates. You got to acquire keys to get through gates. But see, with Rockets, you had to go to a different event to get keys, and then you go and use the keys in his scrapyard. And here it sounds like you're getting keys and resources needed to open gates in 5.3 from 5.3. So does that mean you're going to have to get them, say 5.3.4, you get resources that you need to go back to 5.3.2 and open a gate that you couldn't open previously? So it sounds like a lot of back and forth maybe involved in this. You don't believe the Grandmaster can be easier than the Collector? I wouldn't think so, but that's what it sounds like. I mean, it sounds like they're wanting us to believe that's the case. So the buffs in this chapter, let's call these class buffs. Talk about the class buffs. There are global buffs in each quest, so you won't be seeing them used together at the same time in Chapter 3. Keep in mind, this attack reduction... Oh, I should move this back out of the way. This attack reduction does apply to things like Fury and Star-Lord's signature ability. I.e., if you're using Star-Lord in a quest that doesn't have overclocked as the global buff, it will take him twice as long to reach the same attack strength as it normally would. Also note, these buffs do not affect the boss. Alright, so the buffs. X-Gene. All champion classes but mutant reduce their attack by 50%. So it's all the same. So overclocked. So base attack is reduced by 50%. Attack increase from Star-Lord's signature is reduced by 50%. If you're on the skill Physical Perfection, the attack increase from Crossbone's Fury would be reduced by 50%. Everything that so let's see, X-Gene, Iceman's signature ability, Frostbite, or not Frostbite, Cold Snap damage would be reduced by 50%. All that good stuff. I think that's why they are saying that he will be easier too. Guessing Chapter 2 is a milestone, and Chapter 4 will be another milestone. Yeah, I guess so. I just don't know why that would be the case. It doesn't make sense to me. It seems like the further you get in the game, the harder it should be, right? It shouldn't be easier than the content that came before. On top of these, we have 2 other new buffs which aren't used globally, but are used on multiple fights throughout nearly every quest. Alright, so if there are 6 maps, 5.3.1 through 5.3.6, since these are global, then you're going to have one complete map where everybody except for mutant. I mean, you're gonna have to take mutants for that entire map, and you're gonna have 5.3.2, you're gonna have to take all skill, and 5.3.3, you're gonna have to take all science. Now the class with those map numbers, I'm just throwing those out there for the sake of argument. I don't know that they're gonna go in this order, but that looks like that's how it's gonna work. Each chapter, or each map in the chapter, is going to have a global buff where you have to, it's going to force you to use 5 of the same class attackers. Which is going to be good for some of them. I think that's going to be probably the best for the mutant class, because the synergies are for like in-class synergies are the strongest for the mutant champions. But once you get to outside of the mutant class, the synergies tend to overlap with other classes. I mean, you do have some overlap with tech, for like example, Ultron, Iron Man, Vision, or a few in the skill. I think there's Hawkeye. Well, Black Widow, Elektra, Daredevil, Hawkeye, that would be a decent one. What's up, Shar? At work, so won't be able to stay on long. Just wanted to drop by and say hi. What's up, though? Just got a message from MCOC Infobot saying Chapter 3 Exploration gives you 5-star Awakening Gem. Yeah, we're getting there, man. Anyway, it's good to see you, Shar. Thanks for stopping in. We're just, I'm just reading through this 5.3 stuff for the first time. Interested on you guys' feedback, though, if you've got any comments on this. So 2 more buffs that aren't global but are used on multiple fights throughout nearly every quest. Cornered. Whenever a damage over time debuff is applied to this champion, so bleed, poison, shock damage, they gain a percentage more power for the duration of that buff. That shouldn't be too big of a problem unless it's an outrageous percentage. Oh, well, there's the next point. That's exactly what the next point says. There are 3 versions of Cornered, which give 100, 200, and 300% more power. All 3 versions are used in Chapter 3, though, again, not across all fights. And so if... I wonder if they're going to put that... What are the classes that are most heavily on debuffs? Skill for bleed champions. So I could imagine them putting like a 300% cornered all over the place on the map that requires you to use skill champions. So if you take in Gwenpool or you take in Black Panther, then you're going to be dealing a huge amount of power for getting those bleeds all over the place. Also important to note is that this isn't a passive power gain like Hyperion. This is simply X% more power from normal sources like being struck or landing hits. So that could get around, you could get around that. If you get a heavy bleed going or multiple bleeds going, you could step back and just let the damage over time tick. The other buff is Power Reserve. Special attacks for both champions cost 50% less power. Trying to think of what that means. So does that mean that, so you get 1 bar of power, you use a special 1 and it just drains to a half a bar of power? Build back up to 1 bar of power and use a special 1, drain to half bar of power. It also means, I was thinking, why wouldn't they just do a power gain on that instead of 50% less power? Why wouldn't they do a 200% power gain? But you could use, with this, you could use back-to-back first special and then a second special. We build right up over 2 bars of power, use your second special. Instead of using 2 bars of power, it's going to use 1 bar of power, which leaves you with your first special, so you could do those back-to-back. Joe Hood, thanks for subbing, man. Appreciate that. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic. I wonder if there's any champions that are especially useful to be able to do that back-to-back. First special, or second special, then first special. Maybe a magic where you could power lock and then nullify something, maybe? Or Hyperion, where you use your L2 to get the armor break, stun and armor break, and then ride into a probably a good chain worth of L1s if you have that power gain going. That's an interesting one. I'm looking forward to see how that one works. Chapter 3 notes. Yes, 5.3. Did you beta test this? Yes, we did. Alright, so great. Beta tests. Let's look more questions. Are you still focusing the rewards for Act 5 on 4-star champions? Yes and no. While 4 stars have become more common, especially for folks who are uncollected, 4 stars, still very valuable. Having said that, we know that in general more people than ever are moving into a world where 5-star champions are more accessible. What we've tried to do then is strike a balance between supporting your 4 stars and increasing the power of your 5-star champions. Legends won't be calculated for Act 5 until Chapter 4 is released. Not going to worry about that right now. Alright, what everybody wants to know, what are the rewards? Quest 1 through 6, completion. 12,000 Tier 4 basic fragments. 355 star shards, 125 4-star shards, 5 Tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals, 190 units, 6 times class keys, 1 for each class. Quest 1 through 6, mastery. Cumulative, not for each, so 24,000 Tier 4 basic fragments. So with the completion and the mastery, you get 1 Tier 4 basic catalyst. You get 655 star shards, 375 4-star shards, 10 times Tier 4 class catalyst for fragment crystals, 300 units. Alright, so why do they have Quest 1 through 6 completion and mastery, and then Chapter 3 completion and mastery? Isn't that the same thing? Is that the same thing? I mean, because once there's going to be 6 quests, 6 maps in the chapter. So is this similar to like the Bautista event, or those kind of events where you get the chapter and the act completion all at the same time, or the quests and the chapter completion all at the same time? Shar, the class keys are you're required to have the class keys to enter gates, to open gates. It's similar to the Rockets Workshop we had a few months back. So Chapter 3 completion, 1,000 5-star shards, 1 Tier 4 basic catalyst, 15 Tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals, 1,300 4-star shards, and a Tier 4 class catalyst crystal. Exploration, 1,500 5-star shards, 1 4-star rank up gem, 1 of 6, which is what we got from 5.2, not a big deal. 1 5-star awakening gem crystal, which is a generic, I'll probably get another science from it. 1 5-star rank up gem crystal to take a champion from rank 2 to rank 3. That figures. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Yeah, the rewards seem underwhelming. Let's see if I can... Alright, so for the whole thing... Say T4 basic... So basically you get two T4 basics for the whole thing. So 5-star shards. You get 350 plus 650, that's 1,000 plus 1,000 is 2,000. You get 3,500 5-star shards. Big deal. 4-star shards. 125, 375, that's 500. 1,800. 1,800 4-star shards. Am I reading that right? You don't even get a complete 4-star crystal. So 125 plus 375, that's 500. Plus 1,300, that's 1,800 4-star shards. You don't even get a 4-star, a full 4-star crystal out of this. That's pretty ridiculous. All right, so tier 4 class catalysts. You get 30 frag crystals and one crystal. Yeah, so and then the rank up gems. This is going to equal about, let's see, for a 4-star rank up gem, this is 5 T4B. And how many alphas to rank up a 4-star? From rank 4 to rank 5. No, quest in the chapter. No, it's there's 6. They said there were 6, and it sounds like you get everything all at the same time. So you get 5 T4B, 3. It's the equivalent of 3 T4CC, and 2 Tier 2 Alpha, or Tier 1 Alpha, excuse me. That's a 4-star rank up. And a 5-star rank up. So the 5-star from 2 to 3, going from rank 2 to rank 3. This is 4 Tier 4 basic, 3 Tier 4 class catalysts, and 5 Tier 1 alpha. Okay, so apart from the gold, the rank up, the 4-star rank up is almost more valuable than the 5-star rank up gem. Rank up, that's a P. Rank up. All right, what am I missing here? What's up, the real deal? Still no 4-star awakening gem. Perhaps there are some quests in there. Yeah, we read that. The rewards suck for veteran players, and no Tier 2 Alpha. Yeah, they do. This sucks. This really. I mean, the highlight of the thing, the best rewards for this entire thing, is that maybe the one time the 5-star awakening gem crystal. I mean, that's great, but it's generic. I mean, it's not generic. I've already got 2 science, and I anticipate opening another science here for this. So this is pretty underwhelming There are no, again, there are no tier 5 basic. There are no tier 2 alpha. I didn't anticipate tier 5 basics, to be honest. I think tier 5 basic is going to come as an overall Act 5 reward, just like we saw with the tier 2 alpha was the overall exploration for Act 4. So I think tier 5 basic will be there, but not to have any tier 2 alphas at this stage at 5.3, especially after they've just announced 6-star champions. This makes no sense to me at all. Why not make it more? Why not make those more available to get more 5-star? I mean, I'm not saying give us a rank up gem to take a 5-star from rank 3 to rank 4, but you know, throw us some tier 2 alphas. There should be something here at this stage in the game. 4 stars, as much as there's, yeah. How did they say it? While 4 stars have become more common, yeah, it's not that 4 stars have become more common. 4 stars are the standard. I mean, they're not more common. They are the average. You know, the only players that don't have 4 stars using 4 stars on their rosters are ones who have only been playing the game for a short time. So yeah, that does not make sense to me. They've not become more common. They are the standard, and they're becoming not the standard very quickly because of the 5 stars and now the 6-star announcement. So this is very underwhelming. That 5-star Awakening gem should be generic. I wish it was Gothic. I wish it was. If 5-star Awakening was at least a basic, it would have been okay. No 6-star shards. Yep. Stuff to Fluffy to Fluffy. Where is the stuff to fully maxed 5 stars like they said? Yeah, I mean, it's got to be 5.4. But I mean, this is no improvement over the 5.2 rewards. I mean, what are we getting here that we did not get in 5.2? We did not get a 5-star rank up gem, and that's about it. Yeah, completely underwhelming. Completely underwhelming. I'm excited for the new content. I always love having new content to play in the game, but I'm disappointed in the rewards here, and I'm sure that we're going to hear more feedback about it in the next few days. What do you guys think? Are you gonna jump right into this and get it knocked out, or what's the plan? Personally, I don't think I am going to be using any resources on 5.3 at that rate, at least not immediately. I'll be taking my time to run through it with those rewards. Doesn't quite seem worth it to me. When does 5.3 start? In December? No, 5.3 starts next Wednesday. Next Wednesday on September 6th. Why did you cut your beard? It was time, man. I don't trim it. I just let it grow until I get tired of it, and then I cut it off, and then let it go again. So, it was time. Alright, so what are your thoughts, guys? 5.3. Excited for it? Not excited for it? I'm gonna jump right in. Got other stuff you still gotta work on first. I got to jump into the arena here and get this started. Used to rush in and clear stuff, but not anymore. It's like, what's the payoff? Yeah. But, I mean, we were right, though. We anticipated 5.3 coming in September. So we'll see. We'll see 5.4. I mean, they said by the end of the year, so we'll probably see it end of November, first part of December. I mean, I don't have anybody that I want to rank up to rank 5. I don't have any 5 stars I want to take to rank 5 right now, so as much as it's frustrating with me as far as the progression of the game goes and the announcements of 6 stars and things like that, even if they made that stuff available, I wouldn't have anybody to use it on yet. Or nobody that I would want to use it on. Maybe Magic, but probably be something that I would still hold off. How many maps? Map 6 this week? I'm not sure I'm supposed to answer that question. Yeah, we used to be pretty good about just sharing, I guess. Before Loki wasn't too concerned about sharing our map, but here in the last few weeks we've gone to be a little bit more secretive. Why is no reward in gold and battleships for complete map 6 AQ yet? There never has been. Never has been. I think it was a deterrent. They made it very expensive to run, and they took away the resources. So, like, if you run 5x5, you can get most of your investment back that you spend on Alliance Quest. You can get it back just by completing Alliance Quest. But running map 6 is gonna cost more, and you're not getting that back. So it's almost a deterrent to keep too many alliances from running it. So we had one person say they were going for Kingpin in the arena. Anybody else planning a grind for him this weekend? I mean, you get, I just got more tier 2 alpha fragments from a daily crystal than we're getting from 5.3. Just, that dawned on me just now. Something doesn't add up here. The real deal knows how many. Yeah, you could probably guess. Got a 5-star Kingpin. Yeah, we've seen several posted already. It looks like he might be a fun player, but if I had a skill awakening gem, I probably would have gone for him. But I've got to wait till some science champions come out, and hopefully the next science champions that they release are decent, and then I will probably go ahead and try my luck with a feature. Because right now my option for my awakening gem is Spider Gwen, which, you know, I like Spider Gwen, but she's not going to get an awakening gem from me. Kingpin in Arena 15 to 20. I doubt he'll break the 15 million the 15 million barrier like some of these have. Probably 12 to 13. I think exploration depends on difficulty. The only thing that I want from 5.3 is 5-star Awakening Gem, but considering that I can get another Science, it seems quite useless. Yeah. I'm really not even worried about 5-star Awakening Gem right now unless I could guarantee myself a tech. Or Cosmic like Ceanty. Yeah, Mystic seems to be the rarest. Like I said, if they ever have a good 5-star Science drop, I'm all set. A couple of them. As long as they, you know, don't make Gladiator Hulk tech or suck. Well, I think I would love to get this guy, love to get Kingpin. His synergies are interesting to me too. It'd be nice to try him out with my Daredevil in Alliance War, but this is going to be another hard grind. I'm hoping that by the time I've got some time to do some serious arena grindings, come October, the next round is going to be some solid champions. I can't think of who would be next. I know Ragnarok is coming up, but that's November, if I remember correctly. Gladiator Hulk will be Science or Cosmic. I hear that. I'm hoping Science, but I see a lot of people saying he's going to be Cosmic. But I sure hope not. As much as I'd like to see a really good Cosmic champion in the game, Science class needs some love, and I need some Science. Science and Cosmic are most common. 16 Science, T4CC, 14 Cosmic, only 5 Mutant. Next will be Blade. That's right. I do remember seeing that picture. Blade. He'll be another skill, though, probably, won't he? I'm not sure why he would be skill. But there doesn't seem to really be a class that would fit a vampire, unless it's... I was thinking Mystic, but even Mystic wouldn't be it. Yeah, I saw that picture with Blade, and then someone else on there was a couple of different theories going around about who it is. And I can't remember what the names are. Yeah, skill or Mystic. That's what I was thinking. He seems to be more skill. Maybe because I associate the color red with him, and red is skill. But he uses swords, so he might be tech. No, I imagine he'll be skilled because he'll cause bleed a lot. And then the more you bleed, the stronger he's gonna get. Power gain and furies and stuff like that going if you're bleeding. He'll suck against bleed immune champions. No pun intended on the suck part, but he'll not suck bleed immune champions. Yes, yes, bad joke time. Villain will be Mystic 100%. Is that the other one? The other one on that picture that was put out? Not to get my Black Panther up to rank 3 at least, so I can put him with my rank 4 Storm. That's a 10% power gain synergy. Wouldn't be too bad. Looks a little like Doc Voodoo. Yeah, what was it? Nightblade, Nightshade, Nightwing, Nightblade. I don't remember, something like that people were calling him. It was, they said it's either one guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was one of the possibilities. Man, I'm just drawing a blank as far as what his name was. If the next batch of Science Champions does suck, then I may just go ahead and awaken Spider-Gwen for the heck of it. Just out of spite. Alright, well, I'm going to call it there. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and showing the support for Crystal opening and walking through the 5.3 announcement with me. Kind of mixed bag there. Excited for new content, not so excited about the rewards. So we'll see how it pans out. Anyway, not sure when I'm going to be back to my regular schedule in the evening. Probably won't be live streaming tonight, but I do plan to live stream tomorrow night. Friday at 11 p.m. Central Standard. If you can make it, I'd love to see you there and hang out with you for a bit and knock out some arena milestones. Till then, this is Gran Kahonu smoking it down. You guys have a great afternoon. See ya.